Hi guys, Jason from JVA Carpy Adventures, and you join me again Friday after work o'clock down at Mousehole Lakes. This week I am on Kestrel Swim 4 again, which I did probably about 3 vlogs back. This is vlog number 29. Unbelievable. Start off, let's just roll that intro. Right guys, so as I said, this is going to be vlog 29 coming from Kestrel Swim 4, and firstly I'll apologise guys if you don't get loads of content this session. I do apologise. Today marks 1 year my mum passed, so I'm here really just for me, concentrate on me, bit of downtime, but I will be filming anything I capture and stuff like that. I will tell you where my baits have gone, what I'm trialling. I'm going to show you my baits actually, because this week I am using something I've made for the very first time, some swirlies. They are a fish meal base but with sweet tones in, including plum and caramel banana. So first time using them. Got my fingers crossed, praying that I can get something out this week, but like I said, I am just going to be chilling this weekend, trying to be as low key as possible, and I'm sure all you guys can relate to that. You know, fishing is our downtime, it gives us time to think on all that sort of thing guys. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So one more thing, I am using the bait boat this week, which means I am continuing the same battery test that started in France over a month ago, probably 2 months ago now actually, we're in September. So starting in France, I'm still using that. I've turned it on and I think it's about 45%. I've done investigations already with it, with the deeper, picked my spots, and this weekend I'm going to try and stick to the same 3 spots. I have selected 4 spots, so I have got 1 spare, but I've definitely got a couple of spots I'm going to stick with regardless, and either the far island or the margin spot, I may change one of them, but that's the tactics for this weekend. I'm going to be using same thing, which are really my sweet red boilies that I've made into swirlies, so two different colours with some matching cork dust wafters in a single colour each. I couldn't make them as swirlies, it just wasn't going to happen. And I'm literally adopting the same approach. One's on solid bag, 2's on my Slip D rig, which I've made a little adjustment this week. I've taken, just peeled back a little bit of the coating so that near the hook's a bit more flexible. I'm hoping that will help. To be fair, it's a rig I really favour and don't have lots of problems with anyways, but I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. I'm doing slack lines this week on all of the rods, and I've brought the rods back a little bit, and on the 2 rods without the PVA bag I'm using a running setup, Corum extra large running setup, because I've got tubing on as per the rules here guys. So I haven't put the rods out yet, I need to get them out, so I'm going to get on and do the rods. I apologise if you don't get loads and loads of content this week guys. Obviously like I said, I'm just concentrating on myself this week. Been a year since my beautiful mum passed. I'm going to show you a picture here, and obviously miss her to death every single day, and glad to be out on the bank fishing. So I'm going to get on with it guys before I get emotional, and catch up with you later. Hi guys, so just going to give you a bit of an update. I've managed to get all my rods out, so I'm going to show you on this little map. I've put them out to spots A, B and D, so under a tree line, open water and a margin. This week I'm going to be using my new swirly boilies. I'll give you a little picture here. And so when I got here, Rod took a few and gave them to Jane, who's actually fishing the pleasure lake behind us, which is called Swift, and so far she's already had 3 or 4 fish. So I think that's like 3 carp and 1 tench, and they clearly are loving my boilies, so it's kind of given me a bit of extra confidence in what I'm doing. So fingers crossed, some point tonight or later today, be able to give you a carp or 2. That'd be really good. Just be nice to catch on your own bait really, that's what I do enjoy the most. She's only been using the boilies, and I've only got 1 boilie out. The other 2 are on the actual cork dust wafters, same flavourings, they just don't quite look the same, and it might be that's catching. So if I end up having my bottom bait go off, then you can imagine tomorrow everything's going to be on the bottom bait on the swirlies direct. But yeah, no, fingers crossed, it's looking good. Morning guys, so Saturday morning, coming up to about 6 o'clock, been watching the water for a while, and obviously lack of footage means I've had no fish during the night. So I did have one take, positive take about 3 o'clock, pulled into it and nothing on, but it definitely was a take. It means I should probably tell you about this ritual I do every time I go fishing. I don't know if any of you guys got these little rituals. If you have, comment below, I'd love to hear it. So mine is, I go and buy myself a £5 scratch card the day I'm going fishing. Scratch it. If I win, happy days, I'm going to catch a fish. If I lose, crap, I'm not. And I'll be honest with you guys, that tends to be correct 95% of the time. I think I've only had it once, maybe twice, where I've done that and it's been wrong. So Friday before coming on this session, I bought a scratch card and I didn't win. So in my head I've got a 95% chance of not catching this weekend. So I don't know, I definitely know my bait's working because Jane's used it on the pleasure lake behind us, Swift, and she caught on it literally instantly and continued catching on it. So my sweet swirlies I'm really happy with. I know they're good, so I know the bait's good, so I'm definitely happy with one of the spots underneath a tree. The other one was advised by Rod, so that should be okay, and the other one's a margin spot, so I'm kind of happy with the spots. So a little bit surprised I haven't gone on. Is it this ritual I do? Am I jinxed? What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I'm going to watch the water, have a coffee, fingers crossed have one of those rods go off before 10 o'clock, and I won't say it's a curse, but break my little ritual or my little superstition. Let's see what happens, guys. Actually guys, I just thought, while I've got the camera out and I've got the mug on and having my morning coffee, guys, if you're someone that comes to Mousehole Lakes and you want to win one of these little bad boys, which is my ugly mug and a mug, please write some comments below of something you'd like to see on the Mousehole Diaries. Now it's important you do come to Mousehole Lakes, guys, because that's where your mug will be waiting for you, and you have to have subscribed to my channel and give it a like. So mug and a mug competition, just a bit of fun, guys, but get a chance to win one of these bad boys. Thanks for all your comments, guys. Also, I do appreciate it. I will say I've got a lot of lovely guys leave me nice comments month in, month out. I really do appreciate it, guys. It's good reading when I'm on the bank. Obviously, as you know, I reply to all of them, and I really do appreciate your support, guys, and your advice. Thank you very, very much. Morning, guys. So just to give you another little update. So I went to redo one of my rods, went to take the margin rod out, so the one that was on the left hand margin, and bring it to the island in front of me. And whilst I was trying to sort that out, what was the right hand rod, but it got a middle rod basically underneath the tree line, it went off. Screamed off, pulled into it, playing a fish for about 10 minutes, got it to about a rod length of the bank, brought it a little bit up, got half of my tubing out of the water, and it pinged off. I cannot say how gutted I am, I've got to be honest. You know, it was going to be my first fish on my new bait, and I'm confident the bait is good. Like I said, Jane's been doing well on it, and I just need to bust this superstition of when I lose on a scratch card, I'm always blank. I mean, it does seem to happen. I mean, had a fish on. I'm totally gutted, guys. Totally gutted. So, got the rods back out, obviously. So now I've got fingers crossed and hoping. But it does mean I kind of had to take about 3 o'clock on the same spot underneath the tree. One this morning. probably about 6:30, so only a short while ago. Got the rods back out. I definitely know one of my spots is producing. I need to get a couple more spots going, and hopefully, fingers crossed, praying to the carp gods I can try and get some fish on the bank this weekend. Really important to me this weekend to try and get some fish on the bank. Oh, and one just boshed out. Happy days. Alright guys, well, give you a bit more update later. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have some fish. Afternoon guys, so just thought I'd give you a little bit of an afternoon update. Saturday afternoon now. I pulled the rods in about 10:30 I think. Went for a comfort break. Did a walk at the lake. Said hello to a few people, come back. Decided I was going to change my spots slightly. So I'm going to show you where they are. And they're going to remain on these until I leave now guys. Obviously it's less than 24 hours. It's 1 o'clock now, I'm leaving 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so not quite there, but less than 24 hours. It's going to be spots A, B and C. A and C are both on a bottom bait at the minute, which is my swirlies, and B is on a solid PVA bag, which I think has a wafter in. Yeah, so I didn't make loads of swirly boilies, so I just want to bulk it out a bit with some pellet and a few total nut boilies that I had. So I've just put a small amount out of each. I mean, if I start getting hits, then obviously I'll put a bit more bait out, but really those 3 spots are all completely different than where I was yesterday. The first one's close to the island. I went under the tree. This time I've come out just in front of the tree. Yesterday I went in line with a hut. Now I've gone more into the bay, as advised by Chris, who knows Kestrel far better than me. And then I was going to the island and did have it as one of my spots yesterday, but I've come off the island, just off the slope, only about 1.5 feet, so not far. So fingers crossed, praying to those carp gods I can scupper my jinx whenever I get a scratch card and break that, and this time actually have a fish when I've lost on a scratch card. So yeah, me and my silly little superstitions, eh guys? Alright guys, well that's just a quick afternoon update. Hope you're all keeping well. Thanks for the guys that come over and say hello to me whilst I'm fishing. Really appreciate that guys, thank you very much, it's nice. Hopefully give you an update when I've caught a fish. Alright guys, just going to give you a Saturday evening update. Pulled the rods in about 6 o'clock I think, and it's 7 o'clock now, so I've just got them back out for the evening. I'm going to show you on the map where they are, because you know how I said earlier, right, these are my 3 spots and I'm going to stick to them for the rest of the session. Yeah, no, I changed that. So I decided to kind of go either side of the island, across the channel, and put all 3 rods sort of kind of in a line to just try and cover that base for them swimming through. They've got to be going through that channel somewhere. So that's what I've gone for guys. All of them are obviously still on the swirlies that I made this week. I've got none left, so if I catch any more, well actually no, I've got about a handful left, so I've got enough for probably another bite if all 3 rods go. So nothing else I can do guys. Chris in swim 6, which is 2 down from me. I think he's on like 28 fish. I mean Chris, what are you doing? You're just absolutely smashing it mate. Nick's been in next to me today. Unfortunately he hasn't had anything either. I have lost 2 on this trip, which is kind of unusual for me, but it happens. So yeah, I'm kind of really praying and hoping I can bag one tonight guys. So fingers crossed, and I'll get back to you if I do. If not, it'll be an update in the morning, looking very solemn and depressed probably. Alright guys, take care. Morning guys, so 6:10 Sunday morning, and obviously lack of fish means I've had nothing through the night, and I've got to say I'm proper disappointed. Put a lot of effort into this weekend, thought I'd done everything right, and still no fish on the bank to show for it. Whereas if you go 2 swims up to my right, Chris has had I think 27 fish so far, maybe even more during the night, and I'm using my new swirly boilies, which seem to work because Jane had some on Friday evening, put them in and had like 4 fish out in no time at all. So I don't know what to say guys. It's been, you know, it's been one of those weekends where I didn't want to be doing loads on the vlog anyway. I wanted to concentrate on my thoughts about my mum, but I didn't want to blank either. So a bit of a weird morning, foggy and all at the minute. So I was up at 5 o'clock trying to decide, do I want to redo the rods, don't I want to redo the rods, leave them in place. I've repositioned all 3 rods, guys. They're only going to be in for obviously like 2 hours or something like that, but last chance saloon, I've got to give it a go, give it my best shot. So sorry if it's been a boring vlog up to now, but had a walk around the lake yesterday, spoke to a few guys on Kingfisher. Some had been here from Thursday in good swims and they hadn't caught either. And then actually I spoke to them again last night and they were saying they were boshing about all over them and just not getting picked up. So I don't know, but I think the story this weekend's probably got to be, I'm over here, I've had nothing. I'm pretty certain the guy that just arrived yesterday in swim 2 had one last night. I see his head torches on and put the boat back out, so I'm pretty sure they had one. I've been to what I believe are good spots and it's just not happened for me. So yeah, proper disappointed, guys, proper gutted, but fingers crossed, a couple hours odd left, might be able to put something on the bank. We'll have to see. I'm going to have a coffee, wake up. I'm going to turn the camera around, guys, show you what the water's like, because it's a bit foggy out there today. Hopefully you can see that, guys. Alright, catch up with you later, guys. Okay guys, so it's about 7:30 Sunday morning. I'm going to call a close to this session. I need to be off by 9 o'clock really. And all I can say is, guys, thoroughly disappointed, thoroughly gutted this session. I had confidence in the bait, been happy enough with my spots, my angling, my approach, been happy with everything I've done, but I've not been able to put a fish on the bank. I did have a couple takes, and which also means I lost a couple fish. One of them wasn't quite a full take and the other was a proper take, but I lost it, so proper gutted on that one, but it happens. Sorry guys, someone just come over and say goodbye to me. Yeah, so the story of this week really and truly has got to be 100% Chris, who's fishing in swim 6, so 2 swims along from where I am. I think he's on like 33, 34 fish. I mean, just incredible, absolutely incredible session. Well done to you, Chris. You nicked all the bloody fish from the lake. So yeah guys, I'm away next weekend with the girlfriend, so there might be a break in the vlog, and I'll be back with the girlfriend after that. Actually, at the end of our week away, we've got a few days here, or a couple days here, so the next vlog will be me and Emma on Kingfisher. So firstly guys, sorry for what's probably been a very boring vlog for you guys. No fish, nothing to show for it, but this is the real deal on my channel. You know, you get to see all my highs and lows, which it has just been lows on this session, but that's fishing guys, isn't it? So firstly, thank you if you are one of my subscribers. If you're not, please guys, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps me out greatly. And if you've enjoyed this video, which I doubt, or watch some of my other videos and give them a like for me please. And if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon. So it just leaves me to say, stay safe, stay fishing, and I'll see you in the next vlog guys.